Do you feel like when you don't care, that's when men care the most? Well, honey, you're right.
Hi besties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about why do men start caring when you stop doing that. So I've put the videos together so that you watch and I'll be back to share my true sense.
Do you feel like when you don't care, that's when men care the most? Well, honey, you're right. You're not imagining anything. That you can take him or leave him attitude is attractive. That obsessing, reaching out to him, chasing him energy, not so much. Give him the gift of pursuing you. Stop trying to love him like you want to be loved. You want that assurance and safety. To men, that feels boring. There's no chase in that. He wants to be the hunter, but you're not giving him a chance. No judgment, I used to do the same thing. I've helped thousands of women who are successful in almost all areas of their life and work and everything else, but they struggle in love. Why? Because they are taking that work and hustle energy into their love life. That's fine if you're attracted to passive men who sit around, play video games, want you to provide, plan dates, do all the work. You will have an amazing relationship. If that's not what you want, you need to learn how to relax into your feminine energy and receive. Check out my complimentary training, How Men Fall in Love. It's in my profile description. If you love it, it gives you a special discount on my Heart Speak program that teaches you all the things you need to talk to men in a way that makes them want to chase you. That juicy feminine communication. I'm Lauren Sugihara, intuitive love priestess, certified relationship coach, and the big sister you know you need. Don't worry, I've got you.
When you stop caring, results come. So, when you're dating and you're interested in somebody, you're going to see that the more you care about the outcome, the less likely you're going to get that outcome because you're not acting in a natural way which is congruent with healthy attraction. You're anxious, so you're coming on too strong. You're double texting, you're over pursuing. You're not allowing time for the other person to grow feelings for you, for them to slowly learn that they can trust you and get attached to you at a healthy speed because you're insecure and you don't think that it's really going to happen. So you keep pressing, you keep pushing, when if you just slow down and stop pursuing as hard as you are, that it will happen more naturally, and the person, especially a woman, can warm up to you and see that you're safe.
When you stop caring, that's when they start caring. Okay? Get up and get dressed and take yourself out. Here you go. And then when he see how good you look, and he might want to get up and go somewhere with you next time. Lead by example.
Why does a person start caring when you stop caring about them? This is before the vow. My name is Ajwa. The first thing is that they have the fear of losing you. When you're giving someone validation and attention, they enjoy it, but they refuse to reciprocate. If you start focusing on yourself and you stop caring about them, they will begin to fear of losing the benefits that you're giving to them. The next thing is the scarcity principle. People tend to desire for something when it's less available. When you're all over someone, they will not value you. Sometimes practice independence. Explore your hobbies and interests. When you do that, you stop worrying about them. And if they see that you're giving them less of the attention that you used to, that scarcity will make them start fighting for you again. If a relationship is one-sided, then obviously you are not the person that they really want. You put yourself in a position for them to keep using you. And at the end of it all, they will still not choose you. When they see that you are busy living your life, that is when they will begin to value you. And they will reciprocate the energy that you are putting in the relationship so that they don't finally lose you completely.
best friend literally has at least 5 dudes obsessed with her, ready to marry her at all times. And of course, her being a model and beautiful and stunning and amazing personality has a lot to do with it. But another key piece is she doesn't give a shit about any of them. She does not care to see them. She will go weeks without speaking to them, weeks without responding to them, so much so that when she finally does decide to answer, they are like ready to drive 2 hours to go see her. They're like, oh my God, I have to capitalize on this opportunity that she's even talking to me, so I got to go see her right this second because I don't know the next time she's going to talk to me. They're obsessed. And it's not like she's doing it on purpose. She's so busy living her own life. Like, she's so busy like deciding what guy she wants to see, like who she wants to talk to, what she wants to do, what trip she wants to go on, that it's not even personal. So if you want a guy to be obsessed with you, or any guy to be obsessed with you, you got to run the game. You got to put yourself first and value your time over seeing a man. I do not see y'all double texting a guy. As a matter of fact, don't even text him first. Notice how this is my best friend. This is not my own advice because I fall in love and want to marry every single person that I talk to in the first 5 seconds. But if you want this is what you gotta do.
When women don't care, that's when men care the most. Why? Because if you can take it or leave it, that's much more attractive than being anxious and obsessive. I didn't say you had to like it. I'm just helping you in this dating phase. You need to set the precedent of you being in feminine energy straight away from the beginning if you don't want him to lose interest and pull away later. Some of you ladies are still very much in your light feminine energy. She's beautiful, she's playful, but she's naive, and she can be a bit of a pushover and people pleaser. And when she gets scared and he pulls away, she goes into what's called wounded masculine, anxious, chasing, not attractive. You need a little bit of your dark feminine. She has boundaries. She's not exclusive before she's given commitment and exclusivity. She doesn't give a man that she's just barely dating all of the power. Men don't fall in love very quickly like us ladies can. It takes them several months for their hormones to properly bond with you. If this resonates for you, make sure you go to my profile description and check out my tools, courses. You can even book a Zoom with me or a call with my assistant. Let's get you loving yourself and get you the love you deserve in return. Or just keep people pleasing and being needy. Girl, do you. I'm Lauren Sugihara, intuitive love priestess, certified relationship coach, and the big sister you know you need. Don't worry, I've got you.
What's the video, guys? So I'm just here to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video. Why do men start caring when a woman stop caring? Okay, why is it like that? Because we've seen something like this happens most often. Okay, when you're doing your thing, focusing on yourself, suddenly he's showing more interest, reaching out, and even acting all consent. Today we're breaking down why that happens and why it means for relationship. So let's start with a little bit of psychology here. When you're all in and showing someone you care, they can sometimes take that for granted. Think about it. You're always there, always available, and sometimes people can interpret that as, oh, she's never going anywhere. That comfort or even complimency can make some people lose sight of what they have. So when you shift your attention back to yourself, it's almost like they suddenly realize what they're about to lose. One reason this happens is that people are naturally attracted to mystery and challenge. When you stop caring or stop putting them at the center of your universe, you're introducing an element of unpredictability, and that's intriguing. Suddenly, you're not predictable, you're not catering to their every need. It's like they're seeing you with fresh eyes, and that sparks their interest all over again. When you create that space, it makes them feel like they have something to chase, something to figure out. Let's be real. Sometimes when you care so much, you are giving away too much of your power. You're prioritizing their needs over your own, and in a way, you're letting them detect the emotional toll of the relationship. But when you stop caring, it's like you're reclaiming that power, and they can feel that shit. Suddenly, they're not the priority, and they realize they're at the risk of losing that attention they once took for granted. This can actually make them value your attention more because now it's not just guaranteed. Here's something else to think about. People often realize the impact of someone's presence when they experience their absence. When you're always there for someone, it's easy for them to overlook how much you add to their life. But when you pull back, they start to see the gap you leave behind. It's like they finally understand all those little things you did, all that emotional support you provided, and now that it's missing, they feel it. Sometimes people need that distance, realize what they had, and that's exactly what they start caring. Let's talk about boundaries. When you stop caring, you're essentially setting boundaries, whether it's intentionally or not. You're saying, I'm not going to keep giving energy to something that is not reciprocated. This new boundary can be a wake up call to them. When people see that you're not afraid to walk away, that you value yourself and you want to relate half hearted effort, they're forced to reevaluate their own actions. They step up if they don't want to lose you. It's like they realize they're dealing with someone who has self respect and standards, and that can inspire them to start caring more. Now, this is not about playing games or manipulating someone. It's about focusing on yourself, living your life, and not making someone else the center of your happiness. And when you do that attractiveness, your energy shifts. You're doing things that makes you happy, pursuing your own goals, and people can see that. You're not wanting around for someone to validate you. Instead, you're creating your own happiness, and that's incredibly appealing. It's like a reminder that you have a life outside of the relationship and that don't hold all the power. Let's not forget that when you stop caring, you're removing the pressure and expectations you may have placed on them. Maybe before you were expecting constant reassurance, attention, or effort, but when you pull back, they start to feel a different energy. Without that pressure, they can see the relationship more clearly, and sometimes that's when they realize that they actually want to put in the effort. It's almost like you are not longer trying to control their outcome. It frees them to make their own choice to show for you. And because it's their choice, they often feel more motivated to do it. Another big part of this is the fear of losing you. When you stop caring, it shakes up the dynamic that you suddenly they face with the reality that you might actually leave, and that can be big wake up. People tend to value what they might lose a lot more than what they think is always going to be there. The fear of losing you can make them realize just how much they actually care, and that's often when you see them start putting in the effort. Let's talk about self-worth. When you stop caring, you're sending a message to yourself and to him that you're worthy more than being someone's second choice or fallback, and that's powerful. You're reminding him, and maybe even reminding yourself that you deserve someone who values you consistently, not just when you're scared of losing you. When you carry yourself with self respect, and that can inspire others to respect and care for you more as well. When you stop caring, you're not only showing him that you're confident and independent, but you're also setting a standard for how you want to be treated. And often that's when people start to care more because they see you are not dependent on their attention or approval to feel good about yourself. It's a reminder that you're the prize, and if they want to be with you, they need to step up. Okay, so a lot of ladies like they've been going through this. Okay, you need to stop caring because if you do a chase a lot as a lady, a man doesn't see a value in you. But once you leave them do the job, like it's their nature to chase you. It's not your nature, and sometimes the power of absence also work. Just be quiet, okay? Just be quiet, be absent, not always be there available every time, because if you're available every time, they're not going to see the value which you have. Okay, and always set your standards. If someone is you're giving the energy and they're not giving the energy back, don't waste your time. Okay, it's your time to look after yourself. Dress good, go out and have your time, and don't over just chasing someone around every time because they think that yeah, not worthy. Okay, always be yourself. So you need to be a little bit mystery. You need to have the power of absence and just stop caring. Take yourself out, have a drink, do your hobbies. If you like watching TV, watch your TV. If you like going out, traveling, travel. They're going to see that you have another life without them, because once they see that you depend on them so much, you're going to they're going to feel like okay, she's there always, so they're going not to be caring about you. So they only start caring when they see that you have your own life and you're able to take care of your own life. And ladies, always be independent, okay? Work, have your own money, take yourself out, do whatsoever you want to do with your life, okay? That's very powerful for a woman. So ladies, that's the video for today. I don't know what you think about today's video. If you have anything, kindly leave in the comment section. We'll discuss it. So I'll see you in my next episode. Bye bye for now.